this group of leaders. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got the quick completion. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On the run, fires downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Gives it on the option. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Goes to the option. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bishop. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bishop. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown Sooners. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They get to him as he throws.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the 1st quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing.
Turning it on! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, speed is something that you simply can't coach, and this defense has it in bunches. You saw it that time on the option play. 3rd and long, they're trying to get it to the pitch man to see if he can outflank the defense. No can do. He gets a couple of yards, but not before the defense is able to rally to him and get him down. Now setting up 4th.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on 4th down. And we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but With the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Throwing right. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. A little release to the back. That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now on first down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make him make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Gets it out fast.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but to play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Well, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Abraham. Got his man on the right. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Got it in the middle. It's Bishop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. And now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end. Off to the races to the right. The 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Right back to the well. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 options in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running into the open space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Here comes the heat. And some room to work. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield. It's Ferguson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. He's looking to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Floats it out in space. And he's hauled most to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Dogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what.
He makes a grab. Touchdown, Dogs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding. This guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football, treating him like a running back, playing pass, but understanding that can happen, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Might be looking to run. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him and to keep the drive alive.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
On the direct snap, it's Abraham. Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up fourth down. Boy, the defense clamped down on that third down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. It looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snags it over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Makes the grab on 3rd. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd. Touchdown, Georgia! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Abraham. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.